Hi everyone, my name is Radhika Shah and I will be presenting on the emotions in advertisement campaigns. The title is pretty self-explanatory and we see emotions in advertisements around us all the time. But it was not a very popular concept always. It was not till the first decade of the 20th century that a marketing and advertisement guru named Walter Dill Scott came up with this concept that just by bombarding benefits and statistics of the products is not going to create the kind of reaction we want from the consumers, that is like buying the product or the service. We need to touch to their subconscious so that uh, the buying is almost automatic. If I go to my next slide, in 1980, Saatchi and Saatchi, which is a very popular advertisement agency worldwide, came up with this resonance theory. And according to this theory, what they said is that if you pick one particular or more for that matter, memorable experience from the consumer's life and use that in the advertisement messaging, a unique bond is built between the consumer and that particular brand. So the next time the need of that particular product category arises in the consumer's mind, your brand will be on their top of their mind. um, if I go next, this is some data kind of saying the same thing which I just said. In 2014, around 1400 case studies of successful advertisement campaigns were researched, and out of that 31 percentage of the advertisement campaigns were around the hedonic experimental model, while 16% were the consumer processing model. If I go further, this data is explained a bit more in detail. The in-betweens, so even the ones which had emotional as well as the rational uh, aspect to it, was much higher than the just rational uh, concept of advertisement. Um, Emotional advertisements means what? Anything which brings out love, brings out emotions of love, maybe laughter, fear, or scarcity. The toilet paper is a classic example for that. Or guilt, shame, and once that emotion is touched, and because of that, uh, it triggers an attitude in the consumer to pick up that phone and make that purchase, or go to the website and buy that particular product or service online. That is called a great use of emotional advertisement in your campaign. There's some more explaining data around the correlationship between the emotions in ads and the purchase intent. So the happy feeling and the purchase intent around the messaging almost goes hand in hand here. Next, I will show you an advertisement on Coca-Cola, and I will explain why I chose that particular campaign.
Recently, an independent research firm ran a taste test between Coke and Pepsi, and the taste more people chose was the taste of Coca-Cola. Yes, more people all across the country, when comparing Coke to Pepsi, chose the taste of Coke as the better taste. Let's look at it this way. We gave America a choice, and more people said Coke is it.
It's a hit. It's a Coke. Coke is it.
Recently, an independent research.
So pretty boring, isn't it? So Coke came up with this campaign in 1985, and they thought that it would bring a storm in the market, but it kind of failed miserably. It didn't create the kind of reaction it wanted. It didn't really increase the sale a lot. The only good part where Coke kind of got lucky is that the consumer disliked Pepsi more, then they dislike this particular message, so they didn't suffer that much. So, and that ad, as you saw, it was all about the product, like nothing else. Coke is it. And it didn't really work even for a giant like Coke. Next is the main campaign, which we are presenting in our presentation today, and that is called One More Push. And this campaign is around COVID-19. Nothing can be more relevant right now. And it was a campaign done in Africa by TBWA. And the concept around this campaign is do that one more thing which brings you nearer to normalcy. Take that vaccination, wear the mask, do the social distancing, do the hand sanitization, do that one more push so that you can actually go back to normalcy in life. I'll show you the next ad.
If you wake up and don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and just look at the day. You know you'll see things in a different way. Oh, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. See, it'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
I'm sure that has triggered a lot of emotions in all of you. So that message had got everything, isn't it? It had got humor, resilience, frustration, sadness, longing, everything. And that's why I feel that it is so effective. As I said, a campaign is not only just one TVC or one print ad, it is a 360-degree messaging around a particular developed message. So the top image you see is an outdoor advertisement. The one on the right hand side is used as backdrop where in the facilities where people actually go in and take the vaccines. They had also used celebrity endorsements. So Mr. Douglas is a popular TV host and radio jockey in Africa, and they used him to endorse this particular message. If I go further, these are some print ads around it, which also has emotional angle to it. It says wear the mask to keep it up for the hugs, or to meet your family. And talking about meeting your family, this is a really cool thing they had done on their website. So there's a small form there. You just have to put in your name, the place where you belong, and the message of why you want to have the one more push for normalcy. And I put it there that I'm keeping it up so that I can travel, go back to India. I haven't seen my family for 2 years now. The next are a few more website banners, and it kind of recollects the previous normalcy we used to have, and we had taken it for granted, like keep it up for the sports event, or keep it up for the music festivals. It just reminds you, it triggers that emotions in you, how happy you were at that point of your life. That's the reason we chose this campaign, that it works so well on so many levels. And with conclusion, well, needless to say that the conclusion is that emotional advertisement do work. Human beings, the ads are only made for human beings, and human beings are emotional creatures. We don't always go with statistics and things which are just right for us. If this particular ad just had statistics around COVID-19, I don't think it would be that effective. And if we just did what's good for us, then things like smoking or drinking wouldn't be a thing. We do those things so that it kind of gives us an illusion that it makes us feel better. It doesn't always, but people do that for the same reason. And well, that's, I think, where we'll end our presentation, and I'll open the stage for my team members to answer any of your questions on this particular prezzo. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks a lot. It was a pleasure.